Hi guys, I'm here today to talk to you about our first card, and I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this event, and I want to commend you for learning tarot. So today we're going to do the first card, the Fool, and I had posted a little bit about the Fool today in the group. I gave you guys a mantra to sort of think about, a mantra that I think, that I wrote, that I think kind of encompasses what the Fool, or what the card actually, the heart of the card. So I'll show you the card again. I hope you guys have had a chance to download your journals and get some of your journaling done. I've got my Fool journal. So let's talk a little bit about the Fool today. So the Fool is a card of unlimited potential. The Fool is it's a card of new beginnings. It's the first card in the major arcana, and it has a it's actually a 0 card. So you can see it's got a 0 at the top, and 0, it's a unique because of that. And it doesn't fit into any of the timelines or really with any of the minor arcana. It just sort of is its own, and the Fool starts the journey. I hope you guys had a chance to read the post I did on the Fool's journey. It's an interesting way to get the major arcana sort of to explain it and how it works together and how those cards sort of function together. So anyway, so let's talk about this card real quick. I'm going to make sure that these videos are brief for you guys, so we'll get right to it. This is a card of unlimited potential. You see the sun in the top corner there. That sun represents the beginning of the journey. The Fool himself is facing northwest, and you'll have to excuse this because I know this is backwards and I don't know how to get it to go reversed, but the Fool is actually facing northwest, and northwest is traditionally the direction of the unknown, and he's also looking upwards towards the sky. And so what this is telling us is that the Fool is looking to the sky with no limits. He's looking towards the future. He's looking towards new opportunities, and the sky is the limit. There's no limit to what the Fool can accomplish, or actually rather what he can envision. If you take a look there on the corner, you'll see in the bottom corner, you'll see a little white dog. That little white dog represents the Fool's guardian. This little white dog's job is to push the Fool and to help him expand, to help him grow. So this little white dog is his guardian. He's his protector, his guide. He helps him, pushes him to learn lessons and to grow and to reach his highest potential. So basically the heart of this card is new beginnings, beginning of new creativity, desire to complete new goals. Anything can happen. Opportunities await. New experiences, personal growth, adventure. This card is, if this card comes up in a reading, it's basically asking you to take a leap of faith and trust the universe. Believe in yourself. Follow your heart. Live like the Fool. Be the Fool. It's okay. It's okay to follow your dreams, and that's the heart of this card. That's the energy of this card. The Fool blindly goes forward. I mean, he's standing on the edge of the cliff. He's about to step off the cliff. He doesn't even see the danger ahead of him. He doesn't care. He's looking to the sky. He's looking at his goals. The sun is to his back. He's walking forward, and he's going to follow his heart and follow his dreams. So a couple keywords for your journal. So I was just looking off of some of my journal notes. In the section over here under the card, a couple keywords that you might want to write down in your journal about this card is that it's a card of new beginnings. It's a card that represents innocence, to a certain degree naivety. This is the beginning. This is the birth of the major arcana. Spontaneity, free spirit, trust, faith, new opportunities, following your heart, following your dreams. These are all keywords that are associated with this card in the upright position. I want to talk real quick about how the card is interpreted in different readings. So let's say someone asks you, you know, seeking guidance in like work or love, or specifically, you know, in these areas, how would you interpret the Fool card, right? So let's talk about that for a little bit. If someone asks you a question, or they're seeking guidance regarding work, and the Fool card comes up, basically this card is represented, if it's in the upright position, it represents you having ideas, and people may not understanding you, may not understand your ideas, may not support your ideas, but it's a indication to you that you should press ahead, you should keep going forward, you should follow your dreams, stick to your guns, you know, and keep going. Eventually people will catch up with you where you're at. But don't give up your dreams, or your ideas at work just because some people don't understand them. This card can also represent or point towards the start of a new business, or even opening up your own business. It could point to like a new career, stuff like that. So anything new, starting, new beginnings, things like that. In love, the Fool that comes up in the... Oh, there's like critters in the woods that scared me there. Like birds are fighting. Okay, in love, when the Fool shows up in your reading, it's basically an indication that you're not ready for commitment. It's telling you that that the person you're reading for is really just interested in having fun, having a good time, not having a commitment, going on adventures. That's what the Fool card is. It's, you know, and so in love, you're just not ready for a commitment. When it comes to finances, the Fool is, again, it's a positive. This card is always going to be a relatively positive thing in your life, right? So if the card pops up in finances, it indicates that you'll have an increase in money, and that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You have your little white dog protector, and you can, you know, you're going to be okay, and you're going to come out on top. When it comes to health, the Fool card popping up in a health reading would indicate that you're accident prone, but generally you're in good health. So it's a warning to you to avoid making silly choices. If you're currently experiencing health issues and the Fool card pops up, it indicates that you will soon discover ways to you'll soon discover what you need to make yourself healthy. You'll soon discover what you need to make headway with whatever illness you're dealing with. The Fool card is a good omen that what's going to happen is you'll discover it. You'll find it. You're on a journey. You just left. You'll find it. You'll look for it and you'll find it. You will find your health. You'll find the way out. You'll find good finances. This is a good omen for starting new things. Lastly, if you're doing a reading on, like if someone's seeking spiritual guidance, or guidance regarding what their spiritual gifts are, or something to that, something of that nature, this card showing up tells me that that person wants to, that person needs to explore all the different options. They need to go out there, they need to try new things, they need to try different approaches and look for a good fit for them. This card tells me that there's a desire for deeper spiritual knowledge. You are going to go on that journey, and you're going to find what works for you, and other people may not, they may not understand what you're doing or understand why you're doing it, but it doesn't change the fact that you've got to, again, follow your dreams. You've got to follow your heart. So that's kind of how the card plays out in the upright position. In the reversed position, the Fool card, so we'll flip them over so you guys get the imagery. Can you see that? Okay. So in the reversed position, the Fool card tells me that the person I'm reading for is pretty much acting with complete disregard of any consequences, hence the saying, acting a fool. They are living in the moment rather than doing any sort of planning, and you notice there's a knapsack on the Fool's back. He's carrying a knapsack. He's carrying a knapsack. So he might be a fool, but he's not completely unprepared. He has packed a small bag, and he is, he's headed out, and he's prepared. He's prepared to go on his journey. When the card's in reverse, this tells me that the person that I'm reading for is not prepared. They are not planning ahead. They're being reckless. It tells me they want to go out there, they want to find themselves, but they haven't done what they need to do in order to keep themselves safe, right? So, the warning of the reverse card is to not be taken advantage of. Just be careful while you're out there, while you're exploring things. Don't fall for things that are too good to be true, stuff like that. Make sure that you've done your due diligence. Don't enter into deals until you're completely sure that you understand all the terms of the deal. That's kind of the energy behind the reversed, Fool. Let's see what else we got. Don't jump. Be prepared. In love, you want to be sure that you know where the relationship is going. This is just, the reversed Fool is, just sort of being reckless, still going on the adventure, but not quite as prepared for it as the upright Fool. So in the reverse position, we're talking about keywords that go on the journal page. Would be uncertainty, risk-taking, recklessness, foolishness, naivety, things like that. So let's talk a little bit about how the reversed Fool card plays out in the different types of readings. So I had mentioned work. So the reversed, if you remember, the upright Fool represents that you should go after, you may have good ideas at work, go after those good ideas, even if the people who you work with don't understand what you're talking about or don't understand or see your vision. The reversed Fool is asking you to have faith in those ideas, to be careful and make sure that you have done your due diligence at work on this project. Make sure that you understand all of the details of it so that you can help the other people understand it as well. In love, the reverse card indicates a desire for freedom. In the upright position, you remember, it basically represents that you're not ready for commitment, that you need to go play and have fun, and that's what the Fool is doing. He's exploring, going on an adventure. In the reverse position, this desire for freedom is causing issues in your relationship. And so, or it's causing issues there's a conflict with your desire to be in a relationship versus your need to be free and go on adventures. In finances, the reversed Fool is asking you to do your due diligence on any sort of financial ventures or financial deals. Careful how you're spending your money. Don't be foolish with your money. Avoid silly purchases, and just sort of understand what you're getting into with finances. Make sure you're on top of your finances. Make sure you've got a budget. Make sure you've got your knapsack packed. In health, the reverse card is actually not a negative thing. In a health reading, the reversed Fool card is reminding you to go look for alternative. It's an indication that you need to stop doing what you're doing because it's not working, and you need to go look for new modalities. Maybe get a new doctor, find different ways of healing yourself. So that's the Fool card for health reversed. And when it comes to spiritual matters, the reversed card is an indication that you are feeling some discontent with your current spiritual path. Maybe you are considering changing churches, or you are just generally feeling a little discontentment with your spiritual journey. Maybe you feel stalled, maybe you feel a little lost, right? So the Fool is just starting his journey. If he's reversed, there's some confusion, there's some, not being prepared, not really feeling comfortable where he is, not comfortable going on the journey that he's currently on. So if you get a reversed Fool in spiritual matters, that can be an indication for you to change churches or start to look into other spiritual outlets. So that's the Fool card. The mantra for the Fool card is, the unknown before me, no limits to see, my spirit is ready for opportunities. So I think that little mantra kind of embraces and encompasses what the Fool really is, right? Which is, unlimited possibilities, new journeys, the sky's the limit, have fun, follow your dreams, good things are going to happen, new things are going to happen, you'll get new information, new opportunities, new jobs, new people you'll meet, go out and have a good time, enjoy your life, and that's sort of the energy of this card. So I hope you guys, are understanding this. Please, if you have questions, leave them in the comments or put a post up on the event page and I'll get to it. And I would love to hear some comments on what you guys think and what your interpretations are of the Fool card. There's a couple images I didn't touch on in here, including the white rose in his hand. The white rose in his hand represents purity or purity and just sort of new beauty, rebirth, and new opportunities. It's a blooming rose, so it's new opportunities and things are blooming for this Fool. And I think I touched on everything else. So yeah, so let me know if you guys have any questions, and I want to hear your interpretations of the Fool card. I'd love to see what you guys have put into your journal entries for this card, and I'd love to know what you guys think of it. So, all right, leave me some comments. I will see you guys later. Have a nice evening.